absolutely brilliant performance yesterday from Jim Walmsley, and you've got to respect Jim, and he's a funny character. I've met him a couple of times, and he's weird and wacky, and I love that. For me, it's wonderful. I love weird, whether it's people like Tom Waits or whether it's Hunter Thompson or, the great writers that I respect. They've all got something quirky about them, and Jim's got that. And when you speak to him, you realize that it's going to happen. In the same way that he won UTMB, it's going to happen, because even if he fails and he fails and he fails and he kind of has to get up, he's going to get up at some point and he's going to win the fight. And that's exactly, I have massive respect for him literally relocating over to France, over to Chamonix, doing ski mountaineering in the winter, and then boxing off the UTMB and essentially mastering that course from spending. And that's the commitment and dedication, being able to spend your long runs on that course, being able to do your interval sessions and the harder sessions on the course. And so there's no surprises on race day. Coupling up with, I think it's Francois. So you've got that local knowledge, you've got that local guide and what you're trying to do. Massive respect for doing that. So I was wondering how it would go for him once he came back to Western States, which he's already mastered and got the course record. I wondered how that would be to readapt to a faster kind of running. And when you look at those two races, they couldn't be more different, and which you've got like an all-out winner like Jim, who just goes to something like UTMB and thinks, right, I'm going to win this now because this is the new thing. And after failing 2-3 times and then going back and winning it, you kind of think that, oh, okay, maybe he now sees this as his Olympic gold medal, and maybe he wants to focus on winning UTMB as many times as he possibly can. And maybe that's good for the sponsors, Wahoo and Hoka, etc. But no, he loves Flagstaff, he loves Arizona, and he loves being back home and training towards something like Western States, and to have that versatility to be able to win those types of races, two very, very different types of races. And we saw what Western States did to Killian. It was it's a very different style of running. Killian is essentially, pound for pound, the best mountain goat there possibly is in running. Uphills, downhills, just seems to, of course, he was born in the mountains. He's tiny, he weighs next to nothing. He's low 50 kilograms, and a completely different type of runner or style of runner to Jim Walmsley, who's, we can't forget that Jim has run under 6:10 for 100K flat when Hoka were doing something during COVID. And to have those three abilities, to be able to, make it happen at Western States, get the course record after going off course on course record pace, then coming back, winning and setting the course record, and then moving away, relocating to Chamonix, doing something completely different that he'd failed at before, and then making it happen and putting all his focus and dedication on that. It's incredible. And then whilst he's doing that, he didn't really want to do it, runs under 6:10, 6:9:36 or something like that at the Hoka Challenge. Those three things, for me, at the moment, make him the best runner in the world. The fact that he's able to have that versatility and just perform at the top level, it wasn't an easy field yesterday. If you look at the top 5-6 guys, there's always the debate of how tough is it to win Western States. I think the golden ticket races say it for themselves. They're stacked themselves. So if you've got those 5-6 golden ticket races, you've got between 8 and 12, depending on how many elect to take that golden ticket. You've already got a stacked field, and the top 10 from the year before don't have to do a golden ticket event, and therefore they're there. So you're probably racing between 10 and 20 guys, and at that level. And so, he was closely chased for a long time. For the first 50 miles, I think it was 50 miles when they all went through, and everybody was in 15 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes. So you've got that, and you still front run it, pound for pound, the best runner there is right now. And so what is his next move? I think what he's done with his sponsors is brilliant. I don't know what support he has with Hoka at the moment, but the stuff that he's done with Wahoo and the way that they've elevated his status and his fame is fantastic. I don't know how much say from meeting Jim. I don't think any of his sponsors have so much say in what he actually does in terms of race schedule. I think he does what he wants. And if you meet him, it's kind of a weird and wacky character, and I love that. He is an all-in champion. I remember he said something along the lines of, I think they'd just done ocean to ocean, 2 oceans racing, including a 50K sort of checkpoint. And I said it was, I think, 2:35 they'd run it in, which is rapid. And I think he said something to me like, is that it? And it's true. If you kind of comment from that, no matter what the world record was before for 50K, might have got the times wrong there, but no matter what the world record was before, if you get somebody like Eliud Kipchoge, somebody who's running 2:02, 2:04 for the marathon, they just need to jog the final 8K or less than 8K, and they're going to run a world record for 50K. So he's absolutely right to look at it like that. Yeah, and, and also Jim has, qualified for the Olympic trials, went out there, tried to qualify for the team. Having your hat in the ring like that is inspiring. No matter who is watching, no matter whether you like Jim or you don't like Jim, or you like his personality, you don't like him, you find him strange or not, you cannot not respect that level of all in, getting it done, making it happen, and inspiring thousands, if not tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people. There's just, he's still young. He's still got a long time out there, as long as he wants. So yeah, massive respect for what he did yesterday. Again, just going back, making it happen, front running, and taking out a stacked crowd like that, stacked pack like that from the start that were putting pressure on him. Huge respect. Well done.